Hello, Capricorn. This is Cody Soltis from ConsciousLove.org here for your monthly Angel Oracle card reading and energy forecast for the month of June and July-ish, whatever. This time frame, this month, I'll be using two decks, not that one. Where'd it go? Aha! I'll be using two decks, both by Stuart Pierce, the Angels of Atlantis Oracle cards, and the Angel Heart Sigils. I'll also be, that's why I can't find them, I keep doing that. I'll also be pulling one card from the Soul's Journey Lesson Cards by James Van Prague. Cool. So, as I am shuffling the two decks that I combined, I will be waiting for some cards to jump out for us. As we do that, please take a moment to center yourself. Find your grounding, find your space, get into that comfy mental zone where you can hear the divine guidance within you. And also, they're really saying take a moment to kind of hold a healing request in your heart. Hold a specific question in your space that you could focus on as you listen to this message that can universally apply to many things. Also, if you would like a personal reading with me, you can visit my website, consciouslove.org, and click on the Services tab to send me an email that way, or the Contact Me tab if you just want to say hello. Cool. So, I have pulled 4 cards. Yours are all from the Angels of Atlantis deck, saying that we're dealing with some analytical behavior. We're dealing with some divine masculine qualities. They're saying limitations and liberations. Some ideas of black and white. Whatever that may mean for us. So we have 4 cards. The first is where we are now. The second is where we're going. The third is an earthly guidance. And the fourth is a spiritual perspective or learning goal kind of thing. Yeah, we'll see. And again, an affirmation card to close up the reading. So our cards are where we are now, communion, Raphael, where we're going, abundance, Uriel, our guidance, hope, Hanio, and our spiritual perspective, ecstasy, Zapkiel. And I'll save the affirmation for later. So let's see, we have a interesting, colorful energy coursing through this. Let's start with where we are now and where we're going. Cool. So right now, we're actually in a really, really nice place, Capricorn. We're feeling balanced. We're feeling really grateful for the community of which we have around us, supporting us. We have a great, it's really just saying we have a sense of community right now. We have some sense of people, whether it's really in our lives, maybe it's telecommunication, online, who knows what, but just we're feeling supported. We're feeling like one with a greater cause, a greater movement, a greater reality, or we're just part of this really cool team or system where we just really feel this nice flow of energy through a group of people. No matter the size, it could be very small or very large. But right now we're really in a place where we're experiencing and we're getting awareness to this awesome catalyst that is this experience. They're saying that whatever group mentality this is, it's about the transformation of the all involved, that you are moving forward for betterment, you are moving forward for transformation on a personal, spiritual level. Maybe not so much for the pursuits of your, organization or whatever, if that applies to you. But really, wherever you're feeling that sense of community, know that you're being supported on your spiritual evolution. Even if it's not a spiritually minded thing, we are seeing the flow of the universe within a group of people, is what's happening. And we're being grateful and feeling thankful for having this flourishing experience where so much is going right, almost. And again, it's not about the material manifestations that our limited consciousnesses are manifesting. It's about the deep personal expansion of our souls and our, soul consciousnesses. Some call it the raising of our vibrations. excuse me, I just don't like thinking about high and low and good and bad. I like thinking narrow scope or expanded scope of awareness. Excuse me. Okay. Which makes sense. Where what we're moving into is abundance, and why it's upside down to me is telling us that abundance isn't always what we think. Same reason I felt compelled to say, while you're in this great supportive community, it's not about the material manifestations. It's not even about the good that you think you're making in the world, because some of them might be purely perspective. From a divine perspective, take a moment of humility and say, is my goal, it's helping people, but is it, dismissing other people, or to whatever it may be. I'm not sure what it is. But the point being, that doesn't matter. This could be a family, this could be a literal community, you could be at a good work environment. But yeah, we're getting a new perspective of what true abundance is, about what true, meeting of our needs, of our deepest needs. We're going to be abundant, and we do have an abundance relationship with the universe. We are given exactly what we need, not what we want. And we are getting what we need from a highest perspective, and that's really where the law of attraction comes in, more so than our limited consciousnesses trying to attract things. So yeah, this is just like really a great short reading about good things happening in your life, but there's this moment of pause about just realizing and having thanks and gratitude for the real thing that's going on. It's not about the materials gain, it's not about your personal gain, your financial or even your emotional gain. It's not about that. It's about your spiritual growth of you and many other people, and how you are all gaining consciousness and awareness to the oneness that is all. And the more that we do that, the greater that we're going to be making positive choices in the future that benefit everyone. Okay? So, this is interesting. I don't know why, because your guidance is hope. Now that we're ready for that energy, I can feel how hope is something of yours that you've thrown away. And that intrigues my analytical mind. That intrigues me, because it seems that we're in a very good place. Okay. Interesting. Okay, yeah. There seems to be something, even though we're happy with this community or this organization or this whatever this team effort is, there's also part of us that has always been very independent. And I remember that from my Capricorns. We're really independent, we're really grounded, we're really stubborn sometimes, or sheltered. And part of us really wants to be flying high, feeling liberated, feeling some sense of individualistic pride, some sense of wanting more. And we're saying, have hope for the better. But there's still this reminder of just divinity. I'm still sensing that we're learning to shift our perspective. We're learning to focus less on the self. It's just very interesting, contradictory energies, but I think that makes sense to you. I think there's always parts of us that seem to not coexist all the time, or seem to go against each other. We have, this belief and really they don't jive, but we hold them both. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm really puzzled. I'm curious. I wonder. Yeah. So even though we're part of this community, it's like there's still part of us that wants more, or wonders, do we need to be in this safe, secluded environment where we're sheltered and protected? Like, part of it goes into an ego trip. Really focusing on that lower root chakra perspective of the individual, where we get some pride going. And we think, well, could I have not done this without other people? Or, can I not get what I want? Instead of what I need from the universe, why can't I get what I want? My little personal, I could say, dare I say, selfish desires. But there's just a little bit of bitterness there. And it's like we've almost, like, it feels good being in this supportive community. We feel happy, we feel good. But it's also like we also feel unproud or bitter. Like there's that part of us that's so stubborn that we really just want to acknowledge that we are the ones who are getting what we want. That we are the, it's not even like a superiority thing or about being better than other people. It's about being the best us. I feel like there's this part of us that we're still clearing and working on, that it's really overcompensating for a deeply rooted mentality where for some reason in our past or in our deep energy system that there's this need to overcompensate for our creation. 11:11. Well, not on the clock, on my timer of the video. Yeah. And that's kind of where we are right now, where we're in this supportive environment, we're getting what we need, we're going to be thankful for the gifts of the universe coming to us. But there's still something to be learned, and that comes here with this abundance, where we're still learning this perspective shift. So we're not saying that you have to let go of your hopes, dreams, and desires of things that you want to achieve on your own. Still, let them be motivating factors if they really are in alignment with you. But also analyze, is it really something I need? You're at this really strange point of analyzing your many, many desires and wishes and wants and really kind of letting go of things that you don't need. And this is really preparing us for further manifestation and further momentum forward in our life down the road. But yeah, there's a lot of things, I'm just seeing a lot of things that need to be released and let go of, and a lot of perspective shifts. Yeah, which is what you're learning. You're learning again to be less in that lower vibration consciousness of the self and allowing the true glory of yourself to be getting this identity of a global universal consciousness where God and all of us and the I can all be one, which is a weird thing that we're just navigating and starting to learn about and starting to truly integrate into our understanding of ourselves and our understanding of existence. It's always been like, yeah, I believe that we're all one, but it's like we never really pondered and fathomed about it. Make sense? Yeah. Interesting. You're learning a lot this month. And of course, the spiritual perspective here is ecstasy, which is telling me there's something. Okay. Thank you. That kind of puts into the perspective. The best feelings is what our kind of goal here is. So it's not that we're being told to shame or believe this or believe that, but we're getting into alignment with what is going to make us ecstatic. Not just excited ecstatic, but almost this, dare I say, orgasmic pleasure of bliss, and enjoyment and ecstasy. Like, that good feeling, that euphoric high that the drug ecstasy is named after, where you're almost overtaken by the immense pleasure and joy of the situation, which often is done through spiritual surrender, is done through, sex, which is through other people, through intimacy with other people. These great momentous feelings that we have tend to be, is exonerating the right word? Glorifying? I don't know. Exalting. Focusing on a greater good, surpassing the limitations of the self. So what we're really learning here, the transformation, that the unfolding that's happening, is this letting go yeah, of the ego, of the over importance of the self. We're really learning to see the one in all and see the all as one, and to truly integrate that into our identity, to let the universal accomplishments be our own, to let that be the source of our good feelings, to be really complete with our true total self, which is all of existence. Okay, I hope that makes sense, and I hope that this affirmation really brings things home. Relationships, funny how that came up. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Keep that in mind. As much as we, for some reason, want to be this powerful individual, realize that, you know, the universe is multifaceted, and the people around you are there for you for a reason, for your highest good. Okay? And you the same for them. Cool. I like that. Do with that what you may, Capricorn. I want to thank you so much. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Sit with it. Take a screenshot. So, thank you guys so much for taking the time to have a spiritual experience with me. I'm going to let whatever message that they're telling me I didn't finish course through. But as I say this, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Oh, it's somewhere down here. Comment down below, share with your friends, or even just reach out to me. Go to consciouslove.org and send me a message. Let's see, what's the last thing, guys? Yeah. You are all one with a greater reality. There is so much more to you than you are even aware of. And you are being guided on an experience to witness that glory. That part of you that you feel is missing, that you keep trying to overexert and prove, by letting that go, you're going to have that creative, you're going to have the experience that you've been looking for, that sensation of completeness. Okay? Peace. I love you. Have a wonderful month, guys.